thought this alliance was a double-edged sword. It gave you a demographic advantage in Lower Assam, where there's a large immigrant population, there is a large Muslim population, but it may have resulted in a counter-polarization and a reassertion of Ahomia identity. Did the Congress factor this when you went into an alliance with Badruddin Ajmal, or was it a sign of your desperation?
See, first I would like to say that the Congress fought a very positive election with a very positive campaign as against the campaign or divisive campaign of the BJP. As you have seen, that in our manifesto, beside our manifesto, we had the 5 guarantees. We went with a very positive approach to the people. And this was very much accepted and appreciated by the people of Assam. And that is why we have gained much more in Upper Assam, as against what you have predicted, that BJP is going to sweep Upper Assam, which is wrong prediction.
But ma'am, did you wake up, may I ask you more directly, did you all wake up too late? You didn't have a phase.
No, we did not wake up too late.
Your organization took time to get, to recover from the death of Tarun Gogoi, to get its act together. Did you all wake up too late? You had an opportunity, you're getting 40 to 50 seats.
You have not let me complete my, view.
Sorry.
You have not interrupted others, but you have interrupted me. Let me just finish.
My apologies.
So what I'm saying is that we have a very, very positive campaign, although you are saying it's late, but no, we unitedly fought and people had reposed their faith in us. When you talk about Upper Assam, I must tell you one thing, that when you look at the 2016 results, you will see that most of our Congress candidates had lost by very small margins. You will see some people have lost by 800, some in 2,000, some in 8,000, within 2,000 to 8,000. So you can see that it was a very, very close contest in Upper Assam last time as well. It was not a sweep at all for the BJP. So this time, their anti-incumbency is very much felt in Upper Assam.
So you believe there's anti-incumbency in Upper Assam and voter consolidation in Lower?
One of the key reasons why the exit poll has the picture that it does is because of women voters. I spoke of this earlier. I want to highlight that once again. If you look at the percentage of male respondents who say they voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party alliance, it's 45% across the state of Assam. Whereas 42% said they voted for the Congress. So the gap between the men and when it comes to the BJP and the Congress is just 3% amongst the men. The moment you come to the women, the gap is 13% in favor of the BJP. 51% saying that they voted for the BJP and 38% of the women saying they voted for the Congress. Now that is a huge gap. Manisha, Priyam, this difference of 6%. 6% more women voted for the BJP than men did. And amongst the women, a 13% gap between those who voted for the BJP and those who said they voted for the Congress alliance. Huge.
Yeah, I do think there's something very dynamic going on. As far as I track the performance of the incumbent government of the Sarbanand Sonowal government, it seemed they were doing very well with the infrastructure programs, but also on the softer programs that impact women. But I would say that if these figures hold true for overwhelming numbers of women voting the BJP in Assam, I would say that it's not just the development card. There's something of the Ahomia identity also, especially in Upper Assam, that women have become the torch bearers of. To that extent, the communication strategy of the BJP with the women voters in Upper Assam especially will need a very close looking into.
Because I think one of the more fascinating aspects, Rahul, we keep talking about Citizenship Amendment Act and how it's going to play a role. Question was asked, what was the most important issue for you while voting in this election? Only 1% said CA and NRC. 45% said development. And you saw it when you went to Assam.
But Rajdeep, issue banane pe banta hai. Jai Shri Ram was never an issue in West Bengal. The BJP made it an issue. If the opposition had tried hard, they could have made CA an issue. The BJP didn't want this to be an issue. They were able to ensure that.
But I'll tell you what would have happened. If you made CA the central issue, it would end up being an issue that would be seen as a negative campaign. What has happened in Assam, this is my sense, is that the BJP has put some development works in place. particularly roads, and people are rewarding you. You're asking me why are women voting? Number of the schemes of the Narendra Modi central government are directed towards women. And I think we have to you see, CAA is a polarizing issue. It is a gamble. Just as tying up with Badruddin Ajmal was a gamble. My sense is people of Assam wanted something more than just a divisive issue. They wanted to see, some may call it cultural identity, but I say development. They want to see Vikas. This is an area which has felt left
but
out.
there, if the Congress ties up with Badruddin Ajmal and then seeks to stand for Ahmadiyya identity, it doesn't work.
You see, that's a very good
That's
point.
a very mixed message.
No, I agree.